Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 38 in my Regrowth series. This pack's available on the Feed Beast launcher, and it's made by Phoenixlodge. Alright, well today, I think I want to get into some biome. I want to do something, I want to do the witching gadget thing for that. And I'm a little hesitant about that because I did some testing. It's kind of slow. But I still want to go through it and set up, show you guys how it works. And then you can be your own judge about what method you want to use to shift your biomes. We're actually going to do two different biome shifting methods today, at least. Maybe get into starting into the third one. So witching gadgets is the last tab over here. It should be the very last tab out of all your tabs. At some point, you may get an extra tab that's that's your Thaumic something or other, the warp tab, as I like to call it. If you get warped enough, you get the tab. So this thing right here, the Thaumic terraforming. We're gonna see if we can't make a arcane terrestrial reformer. Shouldn't be too hard. I think I should have some silverwood saplings somewhere. Iron ingots, silver wood, and balance shard. That's not hard at all. So it's not too hard to build it. The difficulty really comes to when you go to actually set it up and give it enough of the things that it needs to run. And I want to use this one, the jungle focus, because I think I can do the other ones without too much difficulty. Yeah, I can get planes, and this only can do a very limited number of things. You can do planes by default. Once you do the research, it includes the planes focus. And then you can also get desert, cold taiga. I haven't researched that one yet. Jungle, hell. I would assume that you have to be in the nether for that. I don't know. Maybe you can make it work on the overworld. It probably does work in the overworld. It's probably warped research. Mushroom Island, and I'm guessing that that is the tainted biome. Yeah, there we go. Apparently that is probably tainted biome, even though it doesn't tell me what it is. I'm almost sure that's tainted biome. Anyway, what I want to do is we can see that I got a good portion of the plantation moved out here now. All the plants and stuff. And I decided over here is where I want to do some trees and some orchards and stuff. But in this corner, over here, this corner, I'd like to change this into a jungle biome. So the thing about the terraformer is it does it in a 16 block radius. Now I don't know if that's ends up being like what would it be, like a 32 by 32 square, or if it's a circular area. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I got lots of grass over here, so we can test it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here at the corner. Right there. At the corner of this, of these 4 chunks. And that's going to allow us to see exactly what it transforms. It's going to take a while, I think, because it seems to be kind of slow. So let's get into that. Let's take a moment and do the other method of biome changing, because one of the things I want to do is I want to change the magic biomes. I want to change that forest over there, the witchery forest, into magic biomes, and I have an easy way to do that. I can just take that node that's in that tree there and move it around. Now, instead of jarring it up each time and moving it and taking a chance of degrading the node each time I move it, what I'd rather do is use some blood magic. But something else I want to know is exactly how big of an area it will affect when it's moved. You can also see that I moved this fence a little bit, and I built my house. I didn't even mention this. I built this house, well, it's not so much a house, but the apartment complex here. It's I don't know, just brick on the inside. I didn't furnish any of the little apartments, but they do have all doors. They all have doors on them for the villagers. Villagers or have fairly low requirements for what they need. They just need a door. And then up here we got 4 more apartments. Little apartments. The little windows have little boxes, little planter boxes. I thought that was a nice touch. I need to give the outside of it a little bit of texture, so I used the planter boxes and these little overhangs over top the doors. These are carpenter's barriers with a glowstone texture applied to them. And it's not supposed to look really good. It's kind of supposed to look like low rent housing. So I think I accomplished my goal there. And it fits in the space. And then yeah, I moved this this fence back a little bit to give this a little bit of yard here or something. And because I wanted to have this rail here and stuff. So anyway, and also makes it so that the barnyard is almost exactly the thing here. So let's check the radius of this. So right where I'm standing is Magical Forest, okay? And this is Wasteland. So this is Magical Forest right here, Wasteland. So right here is the corner. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out in each direction. So it makes a 15 by 15 area. That's not bad. Now we know. A pure node can transform a 15 by 15 area, centered on the node, of course. So what I want to do for that is I want to use blood magic to move my nodes around now that I have it. So I'm going to need some, I hope I have any. I hope I have a few blood sigils, or blood shards. I just have the ones I took out of my armor. I keep going out and getting them and using them up. So what I need to do is I need to transform these by putting them in the altar. You gotta keep an eye on it though, because it's not going to take long for it to transform, and I don't want it to go to tier 2. Maybe? Oh wait, no, that's not what I need to transform, is it? That's not what I need to transform. I'm not remembering how to do this correctly. I don't feel like looking it up. I'm just going to try to do it from memory. It's actually an ender pearl. Ender pearls, I seem to have quite a few of them right now, so we're good there. Actually an ender pearl, and I'm going to need at least 3 of these. So give me that. I need another one. These don't stack. I need 2 for crafting the block and 1 for actually using to set the coordinates. So this is a teleposition focus. This allows you to teleport a chunk of the world depending on the tier of the focus. So these are just tier 1 foci, and they will only teleport a 1 by 1 chunk of the world. So basically 1 block. It'll move it from point A to point B. So if we look at teleposition focus, so I needed to make a teleposer. I need 2 of those. 1, 2. You need 1 at each end of the teleposition. So what I want to do first, I want to move that node out of that barnyard over here into the forest. And I ended up with some extra ender. Oh, okay. So I want to come out 15 from here. So, or go in 7. What is it? 7? 1, and then on the 8th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is the flower, and 8 is the trunk of this maple. Can we get up on top maybe? That would work. I can't tell. Let me put I can't put waypoints. 7 is the trunk of that maple. I don't want to break the trees. Dang it. So how can I remember? Okay, so that. And then up. And I can't go any further up that way. Oh, I can jump. Ah, come on. What am I hitting my head on here? There we go. And I know that... Well, here, maybe I can... Oh, maybe I can count it from over here. Oh, fall down. Shoot. 1, 2, 3. The center of that tree is 4. Okay. So I'm gonna... Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling here to get position. Because I don't really want to destroy any of this. Because I want to stay just the way it is. So none of this tree is 4. 5. Is that leaf 6, 7, and 8 would be right here. Right there. Okay. Now I take the teleposition focus and I think it's just click it. Okay, yeah, see that's changed the coordinates. It's also set me as owner. So it has to have coordinates and it has to have an owner for it to work. So now all I need to do is take that, and I bet I have a button in here. No? No button in there? Well, easy enough to solve. Maybe. Let's get a stone button real quick. That's easy. You gotta provide it with a redstone signal to activate it. So what I want to do is I want to dig this out now. Get to it. Get the focus, the teleposer right underneath it. So there's the node. So I want to put the teleposer right underneath the node. Then I'm going to open it and it has a slot for 1 item. So I'm going to go ahead and put the teleposition focus in there. And then I'm going to give it a redstone signal. Whoop. And the node is gone. It's gone and it should be right over there. And I can see it. Since I have my goggles on, I can see that it is over there. So there we go. I telepose that to right here. And I'll come back and do that again later after this has had a chance to change this portion of the forest. So now that it's moved, it should start changing this portion of the forest. It might take a while. It might also, I'm not 100% sure, but it might not work until I actually reload the world once. That's not a big deal. But they definitely will. They kind of are supposed to only do it once, but they will do it if the world gets reloaded. I've noticed that they'll start the process over of changing the biome that's in their area effect. So, and we'll be able to tell. Because the grass will start getting much greener, and the foliage on the trees might shift colors a little bit. So that's how I'm going to do one of the things. That's how I'm going to get my magical forest biome. So I'm going to give that this whole witchery forest area to be magic forest biome. Now let's get back to doing the Terra thingy bobber. It's also going to let me do this. Change this node out, because this has got, you notice it's got 42 air, 39 Perdido. Basically everything is above 36 except for Ordo. And I want to switch this out with something that has Ordo and get that above 36 so that I can actually start using this for something else. But I'm also going to need to move another node. Let's see, what order do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and build this thing first if we can. I need an alchemical construct. Great wood planks, some of this stuff. Do I have one of these by any chance? I do. I have alchemical constructs made. That's good. I think I had to make them for a quest. I never ended up actually putting them together because I have this flux-free system over here, or goo-free, whatever you want to call it. Ghouless cauldron. I'll put that stuff away. Keep that button in this because I'm going to need that here in a little bit. Might as well need to make a couple things. So for this, I also need some essential tubes, a balance shard. Do I have any balance shards ready to go? Probably don't. They are easy to make. Actually, no, that's pride shard. Balance shard. Doesn't matter what I make for there. I just need a gunpowder, a chiseled stone, actually 4 chiseled stone, So I'll get 2, 4. That actually makes 2, so I might as well get the second. And then I need, what was the other? Sugar cane. So I got that. 4 sugar cane. Okay, there we go. Just need to chisel those. Chisel, wrong bag. Tried to sort my stuff out a little bit there. And if I keep going, I'm going to need more bags to carry my stuff around in. Maybe we'll make one of the witching gadget bags and see how big it is. There we go. So now I just drop. Let's start with the gunpowder. It's always best to start with gunpowder, I think. That, then that. And those 2 should end up with 2 bounce shards. Very nice. Okay. That's done. Just need 2 Essentia tubes, I believe it was. So just 2. Just 2. 2 iron and a silver wood. Silver wood. With silver wood there. And 2 iron. Still haven't made any more aluminum. I should do that. 1, 2. I did make a bunch of iron and a bunch of gold and osmium. In fact, I made a bunch of gold in order to upgrade my hearts. So I got 10 regular heart canisters, 10 yellow heart canisters. I still got to make the green ones yet. Those are a little more difficult because they require terra steel to make the green hearts. I'm curious about whether or not I'm going to get any more of them from any quest turn-ins and such. Doesn't look like that thing is doing much up there. So like I said, I think it's going to require that I actually restart the world, and then it should probably, log out, log back in, and then it should probably work. I could have just flown up here now. I got the tiara. But it's still fun. I think it's fun to take the train up through the middle of the so what goes in the middle? I think it's this thing. This alchemical construct, I think, goes in the middle, right? Yeah. And then let's see, 2 iron, 1. There goes 1 and oop. That's something on there still. Oh. Anyway, and this, let's make sure that we don't got anything else on there. Oh, we do still have some things on there. Something else that I was doing. Oh, dang it. Come off there. Anything else? Anything else? Didn't clean up from the last time I was using it. Balance shard. And then the 2 Essentia tubes. Oh, I didn't check to make sure that I had the stuff. Let's see, what kind of stuff is it? Is it stuff that I would most likely have? Yes, it is stuff that I would most likely have. Let's just give it a shot. The only thing I might not have is a Perdido or Permid. The stuff in the middle. Recycle symbol. And yeah, that is one that I don't have. Okay. Just, ooh, yeah. Get a little, lose a little bit of stuff. Gonna have to go put that in there. And I move so fast. So fast. Sometimes it's hard to control it. What am I going to get that from? Copper, probably, right? Copper. Do I have a bunch of copper? Oh yeah, I got plenty of copper. Let's just go ahead and throw some of that in there. I know that it has that aspect on it. Get our little dude working. Well, I still have plenty of Ordo. That is not Ordo. Where's Ordo? Ordo is gone. At least it's gone from there, anyway. Still, I'll need to make labels. Labels would be good. I got a ton of that iron symbol. I'm gonna have a bunch more of it. So yeah, I don't have any Ordo now. So that's easy to solve. just a stack of stone and chisel it. Stone. Oops. Chisel, not research it. Chisel it into chiseled stone, and that have my ordo. Go. Then what was the other aspect I need? Terra. Well, I'm gonna have the Terra from the stone as well. Quite a lot of it. And I might need to find a way to recycle this iron into something else. Or yeah. I'm pretty sure I can use it to make more iron. I won't worry about that. Well, while I'm waiting for my little dude to do his work, and drop a couple of these component things off. This stuff don't really need to have with me. I probably don't need that second balance shard either, honestly. The stability is not the problem. Just making sure that I have all the aspects has basically been my problem. While I'm waiting for my little dude to do his work, let's go ahead and do the Hall of Heroes inductions for today. I said I was going to do 2 today. Oh, I didn't actually make a set of armor for that yet. Alright, well, we'll probably get a set of green armor, I imagine. Let's see, because we got, or no, maybe like a light blue armor for Ares. Not for Ares, though. Light blue probably for Frosty dude. Ares is Jacob Burton on the forums. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, Jacob. He's got like a Santa hat. Maybe he needs like a red. Maybe he needs well... maybe I'll put him over here and we'll give him some kind of red. Oh, is that or maybe that's like a baseball cap. I think that actually might be the dude from Pokemon? The Pokemon style hat thing? I'm not sure. Kind of looks like the top half of a Pokeball, doesn't it? Well, awesome. Welcome, Jacob Burton. Ares, 1075. And then the other guy that I'm going to induct today is Frosty Dude, 2475. That's interesting. They both sound 75. I wonder if they're related. Okay, he's got like a ninja outfit. So Frosty Dude... He should probably have, like... Whoops. Oh, that's not what I want to do. He should probably have, like, a light blue outfit, I would imagine. Or black. Maybe black. Actually, you know what? He'd probably look good with Thaumic. Thaumic gear. Why not? Oh, that looks pretty good, actually. So we'll leave him on there. And say I got one more for the next episode, and then we're gonna be fairly full here. And I was thinking if I really wanted to put any more people in here, I could actually put one in this position right here beside the door. So I could squeeze 4 more in here if there was really a merit for it. So if I really wanted to, I could. Either that or I could put a lower floor somewhere and make like a stairs. Not sure where. And, I could have a whole nother bunch of people downstairs. But I think I'm just going to do one more, and that's probably going to be it for the inductions into the Hall of Heroes. But, yeah, my little Frosty, or my little dude, my little Golem dude's probably done his work. So let's go get our infusion done. And then we can move on to getting that all set up. So it's a little bit of setting up. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get to the third tile, which is the witchery method of changing things. There's actually 2 ways to do it with witchery, and I want to do both. So we'll probably save that for next episode. Oh yeah, I just gotta give this a whack. Now you gonna work? You gonna work now? Please? Do your thing. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting everything we need. Very good. Very good. Okay, so as soon as this changes into its thing, what do I need to do to make the foci thing that goes on top? So I want the jungle one. Oh, that's easy enough. Jungle wood. Oh, that other balance shard that I made will come in handy. And this should be done in just a second. Yeah, I set this up in a test world to just see how it worked, how well it would get the job done, and I was a little disappointed in the speed at which it works, and the amount of resources it takes to make it work. So, yeah, there's that. Let's see here. What do I need? I'm gonna need a whole lot of that eventually. But first I need to make the focus that's going to go on top of it. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need some iron. Let's do 4 iron. What was it? And a jungle wood log? Jungle wood log. Was in the middle. I think it was like this. And then there was that. And there's something else. What am I missing? No. Wrong book. This book. I will grant one thing though. It does look really cool. Whoops, that's not. I need to check this. There we go. The Essentia tube. Okay. All right. A wand and pull that out. Oh, I should have got my discount. Oh well. I could have saved myself 1 viz. Not a big deal, I suppose. Okay, so we got the terrestrial terraformer, the arcane terrestrial reformer, and the terrestrial focused jungle. All right, we're almost set here. We need some Essentia tubes. We're not even close to being set, to be honest. We need a node stabilizer. Let's node stabilizer and a what's the other thing called? Hopefully I've done the research already. Yeah, this one right here, harnessing viz. So I need node stabilizer, piston, niter, arcane stones, blocks of quartz. Okay, piston. Thankfully I got a bunch of those made. Quartz block 1, 2. Arcane stones should just be, there's some arcane stone, and then I can just do that. Gives me arcane stones, blocks of quartz, piston. I think there was a niter involved. Right, and there's something else. What was the last thing? Piece of gold. And gold. Alright, there we go. Should have everything now. Gold. What did I do something out of order? What did I do? Probably got the piston and the piston and the niter out of order. Well, like that. Ooh, you know what? Definitely want to do this. Much better. Give a little discount on that. That was an expensive one. I need to remember to put that back on. Now I need one of these too. Oh, so I need another node. I should have made 2. I was right at it. Okay. So that niter. And niter was there. Gold was there. Give me some. Actually, I had a bunch of gold in there. Quartz. And 1, 2. And I know I needed 4 blocks of redstone for the next thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quartz. Oh, it was a piston. I'm sorry about all this boring crafting. I probably should cut more of this stuff out. Oh, look at that. I need to get Terra, of course. I have Terra. Where do I have Terra in... Well, you know, heck with this. I don't need to go that far. And just take some out of here. Just give me what I need to get done here out of this. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything if I take some out of here. It'll go back up fast enough. Fast enough. Okay. There we go. Give me that. Then that redstone, and I don't remember what else it was. Iron, a comparator, and a niter. I'm out of niter, aren't I? Nope, I got one niter left. Nice. So iron. Need 2 more of those. Comparator. Comparator, can I just make one? Yes, good. Thank ya. Had just enough things in there for that. Comparator, iron, niter, go. Ah, yes. Cool. Alright, that's done. We're also going to need maybe a wedge. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the trend here because I really think it looks cool. And use a redstone wedge block on the top of it to activate it whenever I get it moved. So the next thing I need to do, go up and get all of my extra, these guys right here. What is that? That's arbor. Because this is going to run off of arbor. So I got a thing of arbor there. There's a little bit of arbor there. All the arbor I got right now. Okay, it's not very much arbor. I thought I had more arbor up here than that. That's okay. And those don't even stack even when they're the same thing. That's a bummer. Do I have the stuff to set up a distillation thing? Another distillation thing? I don't. I have a emblick. But I don't have the distill thing. I'll do that off camera. We'll just get it working temporarily here. We'll just get it working so you can see what it does and how much of a, I guess, a pain it is. Because I'm already going to be running long. I'm sure I'm already running long. Oh, something else I did is I finished the fence around here. Again, until I expand some more. And I also changed all my torches to these chisel torches. I thought they looked nicer with this fence. You know, even though they're not really like a high quality model, they do look pretty good with the fence and stuff that I'm using. So let's get this set back up. Here we go. We want to put this thing right there. And you can see it looks really cool. Okay, so I don't need those lines anymore. It does look really cool. And then what you got to do is you need to put your terrestrial focus on top of it. Just like that. And it so happens that the jungle focus requires arbor essence. And what you have to do with the essence is you have to pipe it into the bottom of this thing with tubes. There we go. Why is my magnet? Oh, my magnet's not picking up because I'm not wearing the right armor. So really don't, we'll just come over here and go, yeah, I should have left that. Should have left that there. Leave that there. And since I got 2 jars, I'll just bring that out far enough to hook up both jars. Oh, this put off light? Neat. Did not know that. You see it's already drawn essence in, but I can't do anything with it yet. And the reason for that is it requires viz as well from a node. So I want to get a node. I kind of want to have this. Okay, so first of all, I need... how close do I want it? If I put it really close, then I know that it'll work, but then I'll have to move it later, which may be okay, because I want to try something a little bit later that may or may not work. It might blow up. So but let's just, for now, we'll go like right. We'll just go right here. Sure, why not? Right there. And I want to change the position of this. Like so. Should have changed that position? I probably should have. Is this the right coordinates? And those are the coordinates I'm at? 40. Okay. Well, if the y coordinate's 63. Okay, we're good. I probably should have waited. Wow, it took all of that. And it's waiting. It's waiting for Viz. Now, maybe I do want this further away, because I don't want it drawn in the Viz right off the bat. I don't want it drawn in right off the bat. In fact, since I might use this a second time over there, I might use this for a different thing. I'm going to put it like over in this general area for now. It's a little bit further away from just far enough away from that I don't think it'll cause any damage if it does blow up later on. And yeah, and then we'll make some things to get the Viz over there, which will allow me to demonstrate something else too. Okay, let's mark that for that one now. Should be good. 373, 33, 35. That's close enough. But it's marked for there. So now I need a node that has Terra. And it doesn't really need to have anything else. It could just be Terra. So if I look at my list of nodes that I have and click on Terra, I have one here somewhere. There it is. 50 Terra all by itself, nothing else. And I want to go to that node. That one. Alright, now we just go that way until we get to it. Actually, if we fly, it might be a little bit faster. The tiara actually uses. You can actually watch your mana bar drop when you use the tiara. I'm waving at my monitor like you guys can see what I'm doing. Like look at the bar. Look, pointing at it. Oh. Anyway, here's the node that I want to transpose. I want to put this one over there. So all I gotta do is put that down, put my focus in there. Put my button on it, and send it to the barn. Done. So that node is now over there at the barn, and we can fly back. And we're done with moving the nodes around with the teleporter for a minute. I probably need to do some more of that off camera, because like I said, I wanted to get a node that had a bunch of ordo in it for my empowered node in there. I'm going to empower this one here in a second, but this is not the one that I'm going to be using for general purposes. This is just for that thing, because it requires Terra, and only Terra. So there we go. Stabilize it, and then put the transducer on top, and then we're going to put the carpenter's block as a... I know. Like I first seen Aiko do this, and then I've seen Funshine doing it too, because he's seen Aiko do it. It is a really cool way to do it. So there we go. That's going to transduce it. It's going to shrink it down, and in a minute, it's going to punch a hole into the magic realm, and then we'll be able to get Centiviz out of it. And that we can pipe over to this thing right here. Using some stuff, which is, what are they called? The relays, Viz relays. So we got to make some Viz relays. A little bit of lag there. So let's see if I can find that real quick in my book. Find the recipe for that. And I should also... I'm pretty sure that all I need for for arbor is just any wood. So what kind of logs do I have? Wood. I've got a ton of dark oak, which has 4 arbor each in it. If I break down a stack of this, I should get like 4 jars worth of arbor. I'll let him worry about that while I figure out how to make these relays. Fizz relays should be listed under this. There it is. Balance shard with some iron gives me 2. Alright, so we're going to make a few balance shards. So let me get some stone. And some gunpowder. And some sugar cane. Do I have sugar cane? Sugar, I have like 6 in there. Probably don't have any more over here. Very little. Okay, I just gotta go grab that out of the garden real quick. Just a little bit of sugar cane. We should be good. Alrighty. Only want about 16 of those to go with my other. Oh dang. Get excited and click too many times. There we go. And then any node or any shard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 of those. I think I can do 8 with this recipe. With the amount of materials I have in my inventory, I just gotta chisel those stone there into that. Okay, so it is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There we go. 8 balance shards. Well, that thing's pretty nice. I like that. I'll use that in my Thaumic series. Balance shards, and then it was iron, right? Iron. I think it was just like this, right? Yep. And then I need some. Well, I'm still wearing my equipment, so give me 16. Okay, that's all I can get is 16. For now, actually, I can only get 10. I think that's more than enough to get where I need to go with these for now. Okay, and do I have a thing of arbor 2 ready to go up here now? There's some arbor. There's another thing of arbor. So this is it's gonna take a lot. I didn't figure out exactly how much it would take to do the full area, but it was a lot. Okay. We need to get a little closer to this, so if we go one there, yeah, that'll work. Can we go that far? Yeah. Can we go that far? Yeah, we need to go one more maybe. There we go. Now it's providing that with Viz, and you can see that it's going with little puffs. Little puffs. It's using up a bunch of arbor. And we'll go ahead and drop the other arbor on it. Let it start sucking that up. And you can see already, look, you can see a little bit of difference in the color of the grass. So it's already starting to do its work. It's changing some of this over into jungle. And it'll like pick a random, and it does look like it maybe, I don't know. I guess we're not going to be able to tell the real shape of it until it's run for quite a while. But I'm going to have a jungle biome over here in the corner of this area. And that's going to allow me to have jungle bees without having to do anything special. I can just have them in my area here and just run without having to change the biome or do anything. Or well, I'm changing the biome without having to do the special stuff with the am I trying to say? No trickery. It's not the apiary, or it's not the apiary. What's the alvery? The alvery, I think. Okay, so you can see I've already ran out of arbor. I've used up 4 bottles of arbor already, and that's all the further I got. Just a few spots of jungle, and not hardly enough to even visually see the difference just yet. So yeah, it's gonna take a ton more arbor. And what I was thinking I might do is set up something out here to just go ahead and break down wood for the arbor, and then let that go until it gets until it can't go no more. So I'm not sure if it like picks a spot at random, and if it's already turned into jungle, it still costs the material or not. I don't know. Maybe somebody can answer. Maybe somebody can answer that in the. Let's see, do I have arbor there? Arbor there. So yeah, I'm gonna give this guy some more wood to break down. In fact, let me give it a bunch of wood. Give it a whole bunch of wood to break down. And yeah, I want to work on that mostly off camera from this point. Let's see. So yeah, next episode we're going to get into some witchery, the witchery version, and for that I'm going to have to do a bunch of rituals. So I'll probably try to get that all set up so that oh look, that thing started changing biome. It's starting to turn this into an actual magic forest. I like it, love it. Everything's getting nice and green. Doesn't appear to have as big effect on the leaves as I was hoping, but it does make the grass nice and green, and that's something I'm happy about. Although, is this? Let's see, F3, wasteland. I might have it in from the corner one too far, but that's okay. I can move it around as much as I want with that with the teleposer. I can just move this wherever I need to have it. But yeah, I want to get the inside of this, everywhere in the side of this fence, to be nice and green magic biome. We're going to get that done. Alright, well, I think I showed you the new apartment building. We did some biome shifting in 2 types. Easy way and the hard way. The most easy way and the most hard way. And then we're going to work on some witchery biome shifting next time, I think. So I might, like I said, I might use this a second time, like over here, to shift this into like a taiga biome, like this corner, so that I can have some like free frozen area for bees. I'm not sure how I would get like a plains area in between. I want to turn this over here into plains. All this area over here. I want to have everything inside the fences not be wasteland. I want to have everything inside all the different fences to be not wasteland. Just be something else other than wasteland. Preferably something appropriate to the area. Like, I'm actually thinking maybe the cold taiga over here in the village. That way it snows in the village. That would be cool, right? Wouldn't it? I think that'd be cool. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. It'd be awesome if it snowed in the village instead of raining or anything else. We'd have snow build up on things. Maybe that wouldn't be a great thing, but could be cool. And you see that thing's already run out of arbor again. Wow. So yeah, gonna take a lot of materials there. Oh, I guess there's one other thing that I did. I think I mentioned everything except for this. Did a little bit of work down in the sewer network. Actually, I did a couple things over here in the factory area. The sewer network, I started doing the actual all of the stairs. These are all carpenter stairs with mossy stone inserted into them. I'm gonna do this for the entire sewer network. I thought about mixing it up a little bit. I thought, nah, it's just easier to just do it all mossy stone. It looks good too. Doesn't look bad at all. Looks like looks pretty much appropriately like a sewer, I think, for the most part. I missed a couple right there, huh? On the floor, and I dug this out a little bit more out this way. I made it like a circular path. These are all right under the road in the harvestable area, and that's going to allow me to pick up all that stuff when I eventually do the That's going to allow me to pick up all that stuff when I eventually do the golems out there for harvesting. And I'm really, really hoping, praying that there will be a pack update to this pack really soon, because that would solve all these problems with the golems, you know, having to have controls and things like that, because the new version of storage drawers has void upgrades. We don't have it in this pack, in the version of storage drawers that's in this pack. It's in a newer version. So if we got that updated, I would not need to worry about turning the golems off. I can just let them harvest all the time. Everything would come in here, it would get filled up. And when it got all the way filled, it would just start voiding things just like a barrel would. So we really need that. So I really hope that even if it doesn't do, like, you know, a bunch of quests or anything like that, it would be nice to have an upgrade that just upgraded the mods. That would be super awesome. So maybe we need to encourage the Phoenix to put out a 0.7.5 just to update mods. And I added this gas tank for oxygen storage, so that's going to allow me to have a big buffer. And the reason I wanted a big buffer of oxygen is because I upgraded these factories to the advanced version, so they all now have 5 slots for processing, and they do all the auto ejecting. So now that I can process 5 different kinds of ore all at once, or 5 stacks of ore, it doesn't necessarily have to be different kinds, I can use that oxygen pretty fast. So I thought it was an important thing to have a buffer, pretty good sized buffer down there for that. So next episode we're going to do one more episode of magic stuff, and then we are going to, wow, look, the magic biomes affecting the tree color up there. Cool. One more episode of magic stuff, and then we're going to move back into some tech, because there's one more really big build that I'd like to get in before episode 40 and I do a world download. And I'm also tossing around the idea of maybe not doing the world download at 40 and just wait until the end of the series, because it may not go a lot farther after 40. We'll see. We'll see. You guys can give me your opinion on that if you'd like. Actually, I'd appreciate it. But we're gonna wrap this up, and if you like this, oh shoot, we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna get my my exit comments here correctly in just a second. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. Be sure and leave a like, a comment, and a thumbs up if you did. And till next time, I will catch you later.